Redemption Accomplished and Applied Part 1, Session 8. 再思救赎奇恩第一部分第8讲 We continue with the specific concept of propitiation. 我们继续看顺服下面的第2个特定的概念，就是挽回祭。But what does propitiation mean? 可是挽回祭究竟是什么意思呢？ In the Hebrew of the Old Testament, 在旧约的希伯来文呢 ，it is expressed by a word which means to cover. 挽回祭是用一个字，就是遮盖这个字来表达的。In connection with this covering, there are in particular 3 things to be noted. 关于这个遮盖这个概念呢，我们必须要注意3件事。Number 1， 第一件事 ，it is in reference to sin that a covering takes place. 这个遮盖这个行动呢，是与罪有关的，是因为罪的缘故，是指罪，遮盖罪。Number 2， 第二 ，the effect of this covering， 这个遮盖的效果是什么呢 ？is cleansing and forgiveness。这个效果就是洗净和赦免。Number 3， 第三 ，it is before the Lord that both the covering and its effect take place。这个遮盖的行动和它的效果都是在耶和华面前所发生的。参考经文 ，CF especially Leviticus 4:35, 10:17 and 16:30。参考利未记4章35、10章17节、16章第30节。第一段是利未记第4章第35节。又要把所有的脂油都取下，正如取平安祭羊羔的脂油一样。祭司要按献给耶和华火祭的条例烧在坛上。至于所犯的罪，祭司要为他赎了，他必蒙赦免。赎罪就是 propitiation， 效果就是蒙赦免。因为利未记第10章第17节 Leviticus 10:17， 这赎罪祭既然是至圣的，主又给了你们，为要你们担当为众。利未记第10章第17节 Leviticus 10:17， 这赎罪祭既然是至圣的，主又给了你们，为要你们担当会众的罪孽，在耶和华面前为他们赎罪。你们为何没有在圣所吃呢？第3段的经文是利未记16章第30节 Leviticus chapter 16 verse 30。因在这日要为你们赎罪，使你们洁净。你们要在耶和华面前得以洁净，脱尽一切的罪愆。中文没有把挽回祭这个字翻译出来。The Chinese Bible does not translate the word propitiation, but rather gives atonement. This means that sin creates a situation in relation to the Lord. 这个意思就是说，罪就使人与耶和华的关系之间呢，罪就产生一个的情况。A situation that makes the covering necessary. 这个情况就是遮盖这个罪就成为必须了。It is this God-word reference of both the sin and the covering that must be fully appreciated. 我们必须充分的体会一件事，就是罪和罪的遮盖都是与上帝有关的，是朝向神这个取向的，面向神的一个取向的。 It may be said that 我们可以这样说 the sin, or perhaps the person who has sinned, is covered before the sight of the Lord. 我们可以这样说，是在耶和华的眼前，这个罪被遮盖，或者说这个人犯罪的人被遮盖的，遮盖这个人这个罪呢，是在耶和华面前遮盖的。In the thought of the Old Testament, there is but one construction that we can place upon this provision of the sacrificial ritual. 根据旧约圣经的思路，我们只能够用一种的方法来解释这里礼仪所提供的方法。It is that 是怎么样的唯一一种的解释呢？ That sin evokes the holy displeasure or wrath of God. 就是罪引发了、惹动了上帝圣洁的不悦和上帝的愤怒。这个是最关键性的。That's the key. Vengeance is the reaction of the holiness of God to sin. 愤怒就是圣洁的上帝对罪的回应。And the covering is that which provides for the removal of divine displeasure, which the sin evokes. 而罪的遮盖呢，就是提供了那个方法来除去罪所引发的上帝的不悦。就是说，罪的遮盖就是除去上帝的愤怒和不悦的意思。It is obvious, 很明显的 we are brought to the threshold of that which is clearly denoted by the Greek rendering in both the Old and New Testament, namely that of propitiation. 很明显的，这里呢，我们就很靠近，不论是旧约或者新约希腊文的那个的概念所用的这个词汇，就是挽回祭 propitiation。我们已经离开 propitiation 挽回祭很靠近了。To propitiate means 献上挽回祭的意思呢，就是说 to placate, pacify, appease, conciliate， 就是要平息愤怒，使之和好，等等，英文的字呢，这个意思都差不多。It is this idea that is applied to the atonement accomplished by Christ。就是这个概念，就是平息愤怒，就是用在基督所成就的救赎工作之上。Propitiation presupposes the wrath and displeasure of God。挽回祭背后的前提就是上帝的愤怒和不喜悦。And the purpose of propitiation is the removal of this displeasure。而挽回祭的目的就是除去这个不悦，这个愤怒。Very simply stated， 很简单的说就是 ，the doctrine of propitiation means that Christ propitiated the wrath of God。挽回祭这个教义的意思就是说，基督就挽回了或者平息了上帝的愤怒 ，and rendered God propitious to His people， 而使上帝呢成为对他的子民有带来好处的上帝，就是说，使上帝呢现在以恩慈赐福来对待他的子民。Perhaps no tenet respecting the atonement has been more violently criticized than this one。可能呢，赎罪论里面没有任何一条的信条呢，好像这条呢是被学者们那么的强烈的批判的。It has been assailed as involving a mythological conception of God。学者们攻击这个挽回祭，说这个是牵涉到一种神话式的神观 ，as opposing internal conflict in the mind of God。这里就假设了上帝的心思意念里面有内在的里面的的自我矛盾。And between the persons of the Godhead， 而三位一体圣父、圣子、圣灵之间又有所矛盾。那这些都是自由派的学者对这个挽回祭的攻击。我这里附加一句，难怪呢，在华人教会的神学的文章书籍里面呢，最近30年呢，很少提到挽回祭的，因为他们不喜欢提到上帝的愤怒。这个完全是抄了西方的学者的伎俩。好，我们继续。 It has been charged that this doctrine represents the Son, S-O-N, as winning over the incensed Father to the clemency and love. 有人这样攻击挽回祭这个教义，这个教义呢所表达的就是圣子是赢得了这个发怒的圣父，以至于赦罪和爱人。A supposition wholly inconsistent with the fact that the love of God is the very fount from which atonement springs. 而我们都知道，上帝的爱乃是整个救赎的泉源啊。这种的挽回祭的概念，完全与上帝的爱作为赎罪的泉源呢，是不相符的，是不一致的。When the doctrine of propitiation is presented in this light, 当人们用这个角度来表达挽回祭的教义的时候呢 ，it can be very effectively criticized. 那学者们就很有效的、很容易的可以批评它 ，and can be exposed as a revolting caricature of the Christian gospel. 学者也很容易暴露这个教义，所谓这个是扭曲了基督教的福音，这个是很讨厌的一件事。But the doctrine of propitiation does not involve this caricature, by which it has been misconceived and misrepresented. 可是赎罪的挽回祭这个教义，并没有包含了这种扭曲，就是学者们用这个扭曲来错误的构思、错误的表达挽回祭，这个是学者们的错误。挽回祭本身并没有这些的丑陋的特征的。To say the least, this kind of criticism has failed to understand or appreciate some elementary and important distinctions. 我们至少要说，这种的批评呢，完全没有了解或者体会到一些很基本的、很重要的一些的区分。First of all， 第一个重要的区分 ，to love and to be propitious are not convertible terms. 爱和使别人得到好处，就是赐福，本身不能够彼此交换的，这两个动词不能够彼此交换的。It is false to suppose that 下面这种的假设是错的。什么是错的呢？ That the doctrine of propitiation regards propitiation as that which causes or constrains the divine love. 什么是错的呢？就是呢，认为挽回祭这个教义呢，看挽回祭是使之上帝爱的，是上帝爱的成因，或者是constrain， 就是激动、感动上帝去爱的那个东西，不是的。挽回祭不是上帝的爱的成因，也不是感动上帝去爱的。It is loose thinking of a deplorable sort. 这种是非常松散的思维，是非常的逼贱的。To claim that propitiation of the divine wrath does prejudice to or is incompatible with the fullest recognition that atonement is a provision of the divine love. 什么是很卑贱的呢？就是宣称呢，平息上帝的愤怒这种回祭呢，就影响到或者不符合赎罪是上帝的爱所提供的这个的认知。再来哈，这种是非常的差劲的思维，认为基督平息上帝的愤怒，献上挽回祭呢，就与爱是赎罪的泉源，赎罪就是上帝的爱所提供的办法，就与这个不一致了，就彼此矛盾了。这一段要讲的是爱和挽回愤怒以至于上帝赐福，这两个不是可以完全彼此交替的。Secondly， 第二个 基本的区分。Propitiation is not a turning of the wrath of God into love. 挽回祭并不是使上帝的愤怒转成爱。The propitiation of the divine wrath, effected in the expiatory work of Christ, is the provision of God's eternal and unchangeable love. 基督挽回父神愤怒的挽回祭，就是透过他的赎罪大功所做成的挽回祭呢，就是上帝永恒的不变的爱所安排所提供的。So that through the propitiation of his own wrath, that love may realize its purpose. 以至于呢，透过基督平息上帝的愤怒这个挽回祭呢，上帝的爱就能够实现他的目标 in a way that is consonant with and to the glory of the dictates of his holiness. 而这个爱怎么实现他的目标呢？他的方法是符合上帝的圣洁所要求的，也是使上帝的圣洁的要求的荣耀。It is one thing to say that the wrathful God is made loving. That would be entirely false. 若说上帝的愤怒，这个发出愤怒的上帝，现在呢成为一个爱人的上帝，这一件事，这个是完全错的。But it is another thing to say that the wrathful God is loving. That is profoundly true. 但是若说发怒的上帝是爱人的上帝呢，是另外一件事，这个是深深的真理，这个是奥秘的真。But it is also true. 还有另外一件事也是真的 ，that the wrath by which he is wrathful is propitiated through the cross. 这个另外一件事也是真的是什么呢？就是上帝的愤怒，就是表达出他的愤怒啊，这个发出的愤怒呢，是透过十字架而平息的。This propitiation is the fruit of the divine love that provided it. 这种的平息愤怒的挽回祭，就是上帝的爱所提供的，是上帝的爱的安排所结出的果子。1 John 4:10. Herein is love, not that we loved God, but that he loved us and sent his son to be the propitiation for our sins. 这个就是爱的安排嘛。约翰一书第4章第10节，不是我们爱上帝，乃是上帝爱我们，差他的儿子为我们的罪做了挽回祭，这就是爱了。The propitiation is the ground upon which the divine love operates. 挽回祭就是上帝施行他的爱的依据 the ground, and a channel through which it flows in achieving its end. 上帝的爱也是透过挽回祭这个的管道来流出，成就他的目的。再来哈，挽回祭是上帝的爱的依据，也是上帝的爱所用的管道，达成他的目的。Thirdly, 第三个基本的区分 the third important distinction. Propitiation does not detract from the love and mercy of God. 挽回祭一点都没有让我们从上帝的爱和怜悯抽离出来。It rather enhances the marvel of his love. 挽回祭使上帝的爱的奇妙越发增强。For it shows the cost that redemptive love entails. 因为它表明了救赎的爱是牵涉到要付上怎么样的一个代价。God is love. 上帝是爱。But the supreme object of that love is himself. 但是上帝爱的最高的对象是他爱他自己。And because he loves himself supremely, 就是因为他 爱自己，以最高的爱自己。He cannot suffer what belongs to the integrity of his character and glory to be compromised or curtailed. 所以他不可能容忍任何人或者天使去妥协或者减弱他的本性和荣耀的本质，就是他不可能让人或者天使呢妥协他的圣洁。That is the reason for the propitiation. 这个就是挽回祭的理由或者原因。God appeases his own holy wrath. 上帝平息他自己的圣洁的愤怒。In the cross of Christ. 上帝在基督的十字架上平息了他自己的圣洁的愤怒。In order that the purpose of his love to lost men may be accomplished. 好叫他爱世上的人这个计划能够成就 in accordance with and to the vindication of all the perfections that constitute his glory. 而这种的成就目标的方法是符合他一切的完美，就是他荣耀里面所包含一切的完美。而这个方法也证实了他的荣耀所牵涉所有的完美的。Romans 3:25 and 26，罗马书第3章25和第26节。Whom God hath set forth to be a propitiation through faith in his blood, to show his righteousness, that he might himself be just and the justifier of him that hath faith in Jesus. 罗马书第3章25到26节。上帝设立耶稣做挽回祭，是凭着耶稣的血，借着人的信，要显明上帝的义。26，好在今时显明他的义，使人知道他自己为义，也称信耶稣的人为义。The antipathy to the doctrine of propitiation as the propitiation of divine wrath rests, however, upon failure to appreciate what atonement is. 人们为什么那么的不喜欢挽回祭这个教义？就是说不喜欢挽回祭就是平息上帝的愤怒呢？它背后的那个根据就是人们并没有体会到赎罪 atonement 究竟是什么。The atonement is that which meets the exigencies of holiness and justice. 赎罪大功是满足了上帝的圣洁和上帝的公义所迫切要求的。The wrath of God is the inevitable reaction of the perfection of God. 上帝的愤怒是他的圣洁必然的，就是对罪的回应 against sin， 对罪的回应。Sin is the contradiction of the perfection of God. 罪就是触犯了上帝的完美。And he cannot but recoil against that which is the contradiction of himself. 当上帝面对这个触犯他违背他的事情的时候，他不可能不憎恨的。Such recoil is his holy indignation. 这种的憎恨就是他的圣洁的愤怒。罗马书第1章18节 Romans 1:18 The wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness. 罗马书第1章第18节原来上帝的愤怒从天上显明在一切不虔不义的人身上，就是那些行不义阻挡真理的人。The judgment of God upon sin is essentially his wrath. 上帝对罪的审判基本上就是本质上就是他的愤怒。If we are to believe that the atonement is God's vicariously dealing with the judgment upon sin, 假如我们要相信赎罪大功就是上帝以一个代替者来处理上帝对罪的审判的话呢 ，it is absolutely necessary to hold. 那么我们必须要坚称 ，it is the vicarious endurance of that in which this judgment is epitomized. 那我们就必须要坚持相信呢，这个 atonement 赎罪是什么呢？就是透过 代罪的救主，忍受上帝的审判的巅峰，就是上帝的愤怒的意思。To deny propitiation， 若不承认、不相信挽回祭平息上帝的愤怒 ，is to undermine the nature of the atonement， 就是妥协掉赎罪的本质 as the vicarious endurance of the penalty of sin。因为赎罪的本质就是代替罪人忍受罪的惩罚。In a word, it is to deny substitutionary atonement。不承认挽回祭，就等于不承认、不相信代罪赎罪 （substitutionary atonement）， 替代的赎罪。To glory in the cross is to glory in Christ as the propitiatory sacrifice once offered。赎罪架是我们的荣耀的意思，就是说，耶稣基督作为挽回祭的献祭，一次献上，就是我们的荣耀。As the abiding propitiatory， 基督就是那位不断的为我们挽回父神的愤怒那一位。And as the one who embodies in himself forever all the propitiatory efficacy of the propitiation once for all accomplished。而基督现在呢，就是不断的在他身上彰显，永远的彰显一次献上的挽回祭，他的挽回的有效性。1 John 2, 1 and 2， 约翰一书第2章第1节和第2节。And if anyone sin, we have an advocate with the Father, Jesus Christ the righteous. And he is the propitiation for our sins, and not for ours only, but also for the whole world. 约翰一书第2章1到2节。若有人犯罪，在父那里我们有一位中保，就是那义者耶稣基督。他为我们的罪做了挽回祭，不是但为我们的罪，也是为普天下人的罪。The end of the section on propitiation， 这里就讲完了挽回祭。The next third concept is reconciliation。第3个，下面一个的概念是上帝与人和好。